But as far as other elements of what she was saying, I don't know, Putin. I think it would be great if we got along with Russia because we could fight ISIS together, as an example. But I don't know, Putin. But I notice anytime anything wrong happens, they like to say, the Russians. She doesn't know if it's the Russians doing the hacking. Maybe there is no hacking. But they always blame Russia. And the reason they blame Russia is because they think they're trying to tarnish me with Russia. I know nothing about Russia. I know about Russia, but I know nothing about the inner workings of Russia. I don't deal there. I have no businesses there. I have no loans from Russia.
Only one show actually went to Russia with Trump. Only extras in Russia with the man himself, Mr. Donald Trump.
And we're going to have a lot of fun.
Extra uncovering the lost interview from 2013 when the Donald held his Miss Universe pageant in Moscow. To have the Miss Universe pageant in Russia, how great is this?
It's very exciting, AJ. We're right smack in the middle of Moscow.
The decision of bringing it here.
Well, we had 18 countries that wanted it, all over the world. Russia really wanted it badly, and it's very exciting.
Are you going to hang out a little bit in Russia? Do you like any Russian things?
I am. I mean, we have tremendous numbers of people coming. And now, of course, we have some of the great celebrities of Moscow and Russia.
Can you say whether you are aware that anyone who advised your campaign had contacts with Russia during the course of the election?
Well, I told you, General Flynn obviously was dealing, so that's one person, but he was dealing as he should have been.
During the election?
No, nobody that I know of.
So you're not aware of any contacts during the course of the election?
How many times do I have to answer this question?
Can you just say
Russia
yes or no
is
on
a
it?
ruse. Yeah, I know you have to get up and ask a question, so important. Russia is a ruse. I have nothing to do with Russia. Haven't made a phone call to Russia in years. Don't speak to people from Russia. Not that I wouldn't, I just have nobody to speak to. I spoke to Putin twice. He called me on the election, I told you this, and he called me on the inauguration a few days ago. We had a very good talk, especially the second one, lasted for a pretty long period of time. I'm sure you probably get it because it was classified, so I'm sure everybody in this room perhaps has it. But we had a very, very good talk. I have nothing to do with Russia. To the best of my knowledge, no person that I deal with does. The whole Russian thing, that's a ruse. That's a ruse. And by the way, it would be great if we could get along with Russia. Just so I said, this is genius. Putin declares a big portion of the Ukraine. Putin declares it as independent. Oh, that's wonderful. So Putin is now saying it's independent, a large section of Ukraine. I said, how smart is that? And he's going to go in and be a peacekeeper. That's the strongest peace force. We could use that on our southern border. That's the strongest peace force I've ever seen. There were more army tanks than I've ever seen. They're going to keep peace all right.
Have it, folks. He lied. Clearly, the video from 2013 in Moscow. I mean, my God. And so 2016, he's lying. 2015, well, 2013, we go to Moscow, Miss Universe. 2015, we signed the letter of intent with the hotel, Trump Tower Moscow deal. 2016, we lie that we know anything about Russia or Putin. And then guess what? At the news conference after he's elected, he's still denying he knows anything about Russia or Putin. But he did call me when I got elected. Yeah, because Putin helped him get elected. They saw him and they twisted the whole election in his direction, knowing that he could be persuaded to help Putin instead of America. They knew Hillary Clinton wouldn't do that. Like her or not, she's not a traitor to America and doesn't sell out because you want a hotel in Moscow. Hello. So he's lied. And for that reason, the press should have found that. I read the Mueller report. Yes, it's in there, folks. It's thick, dense. You got to go through it. It's there. There was evidence. So they lied about him being cleared by the Mueller report. And I put a couple clippings there for that. So stay tuned, folks. But he needs to go. He's got Vance corrupted to the point where he is also anti-Ukraine. You're talking about anti-democracy and pro-dictator by an American leader. Holy crap, Batman. This is not normal. This don't even talk about dementia. This is just not normal American thinking of on any level, from president on down, right? America, we've got the worst person in the world there. He's not on our side. 25th Amendment, impeachment. Both houses in Congress need to flip this November before we can, cut the crap and get back to normalcy and stop doing all the crazy stuff that he's insisting on doing that helps Putin and not us. If you don't believe me, check the gas prices next time you go to the store. And how's your grocery bill doing? Yeah, same here. Businesses. Till next time, Michael Feldman. Subscribe if you want to know an update, assuming you're all still around.